Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Foxwell and we're back with another episode of All the Mods 8 Minecolonies. Well, that was weird. But today's episode, we're going to jump right into the action because today's goal, we are going to complete all of the 4 buildings that we placed down last episode, and we are going to get them all built, get the town square ready to go, and get started on the meat and potatoes of this colony. We're going to get production set up, we're going to get new buildings down. So let's not waste any more time, and I will see you guys over at the tavern. All right, our builder was hard at work. It took him a long time. That was probably a 40-minute build for him between the rain, the nights, and just him going slow. So I think now that this is done, we're actually going to take a brief pause, and the next thing we're going to do is upgrade his builder's hut before we make the other buildings. But let's go see what's inside here. Let's see. Downstairs, we got the actual tavern block. Perfect. Some barrels. Looks like we already got some new people.
What is it?
This person wants 7 enchanted books, but their stats are solid.
I can help you with that.
7 diamonds? Come on, guys. Now, let's see. We want the tavern.
Good day to you.
Now, do we have... Do we have a tavern keeper? Or do we even need a tavern keeper? Doesn't look like anybody actually has to get assigned to this building. The people just come and go as they please, so that's pretty cool.
Good day to you.
Let's see what's upstairs look like. Let's check it out. We got bedroom 1. Hello.
I could help you with
Giles, you're not building anything, right? Oh, you are working? I don't know what you're working on. Haven't told you to do anything yet. All right. Well, that's our tavern. Looks nice. Level 1 is pretty nice. Pretty standard issue. Level 2 is going to get a lot bigger. But, like I said, let's go get our builder's hut upgraded to level 2 and see what that does for us. All right, and the builder's hut has been completed. Check this out. This one took him a while because there was a lot behind the scenes that he was doing underground, and I'll come in here and show you guys right now. But this framed paper looks really nice. You can see he's got a little bit more space in here now, but we also have the downstairs area. So he has 2 more storage racks down here, so he can store even more. Now, something to keep in mind, when you do give him his required resources, it will put them in just any old rack. It's not always going to put it in this first one. But if we look at main here, we can see that now that the builder's hut is officially level 1, I believe. Right? What level? Builder's hut 2. So this is a builder's hut 2. So that means he should now be able to use iron tools, which will make all of his work that much faster. And while we're here, I actually want to teach him a recipe. Because a lot of times most of the things that he needs, oh, that's neat. Most of the things that he needs, he can't make himself. But what he can make is he can make torches. So I'm doing this is just, if I type in coal, I just click here and I go coal, and then I teach him that. And then if I also teach him charcoal, now he knows how to make 2 different kinds of torches with 2 different recipes. So I'm curious though because he knows 4 recipes. Oops. If I do this and this, he can now, no, I don't want that. I need dark oak planks because we're all dark oak here. So if he has that, he knows how to make planks. Now, if I put dark oak wrong, there. So now, if I go to his recipes, he can make planks from logs, sticks from planks, and then torches from sticks. So that's going to be perfect because once we get the courier's hut done, anytime he needs a torch, for example, the courier, or he'll put in a request for dark oak logs, and the courier will bring them from the warehouse to him, and then he'll just make his own torches. And it'll be the same for all items. Anything that's in the warehouse that he needs, the courier will bring over to him. But at least for now, he can build his own torches. So that's just one less thing that we have to give him. So that is our builder's hut. So let's go check out the next building in our colony, which I believe is actually going to be the warehouse. Let's go check it out. All right, and here we are at our beautiful warehouse. It's got a nice spacious layout, spacious design. It does get quite a bit bigger as we've seen, but this is going to be super important for really every building on the colony. We may end up having more than one of these at one point. I'm almost positive. But if we come in here, we can see we have plenty of storage. We got what? 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 racks in here already. So for this, we can look at the inventory of all of our racks. So from here, if we put anything in here, so if I put steak, and if I look here, I can see we have 5 steak. So now if a colonist needed steak, a courier could come bring the steak and give it to them. So, couriers. We need to manage workers. And we don't have any worker for the job. That's suspicious. Or maybe because they're all at the tavern. That might be what it is. Let's go check this out. Tavern. Because if they're all assigned to the tavern, it says they live here. Alma. Unassigned, unassigned, unassigned. You're all homeless. Sorry. Because I need somebody at our warehouse. Couriers. Automatic. Oh, you know why? Because we don't have any couriers. Haha. We're not, so I forgot, the warehouse doesn't have its own employees that work at the warehouse. It just has, you can assign couriers to it once you have the Couriers Hut. So let's come back over here. I'm sorry, everybody. I did not mean to make all of you homeless. Yeah, everybody has a house now. Okay, well, that's the warehouse. So let's go check out the Couriers Hut and then see what happens once we assign somebody there. All right, and with that, we have finished the Logger's Hut. We already got a guy there, and so now what we can do is we can come in here, we can go to the selection tool, and we can obtain the tool. So this is going to restrict the forester's working area. We right-click on one corner and then left-click on the opposite corner. So I want him to essentially work from here. And then this whole area is going to be his domain here. Boom. So now he will plant and chop trees here. If we right click on him, he is working.
Work for you. I'm going
See
to
what you
do
got in
my
your pockets.
best work for you.
Inventory. Excuse me,
Work,
sir. I'd like
work.
to see your pockets. So he's already got some. Let's give him some more here. So he's got wood and he's got saplings and he's got his axe. So we might work to get this upgraded. I haven't really decided how quickly we want to do that yet, but the next steps that we're looking at now that we have our town square done is we want to start working on production, because right now it's great that, you know, we don't really have much else going on, so I can bring them the things that they need, but essentially because we're going with the dark oak here, what we can do is the logger, he's planting and cutting down trees. If we had a carpenter, the carpenter mixed with the logger and the courier would make it so that anytime we put a building down, if it needed any of these different planks or building materials that were made from wood, we can teach our carpenter how to make it. He'll request the resources from the warehouse, which will then grab them from the logger, bring them to the carpenter, who brings them to the courier. Let's get out of this one. There we go. So that's kind of like the first thing. We really want to get the Carpenter down so that they can start providing each other with what they need, get the automation done. But the other thing that we want to do is we want to start getting other buildings. Now let's check out the advancements here. So we have colony production is here. And what we really want to start looking at is we can get, here it is. We get a fisher for food. We get the mine for resources. We need a farm. So it's really going to be farms, food, restaurant, a mine so we can start getting stone and those kinds of resources. And I'm thinking this is kind of going to be like raw material area. So we'll have the logger here and we might put the mine over there. And maybe we'll put like some farms and fields in this area with the restaurant right here. Because we really want to get that down so our colonists have food. Plus, we also really need to start putting houses down because we only have 4 colonists. Let's check the clipboard, or not the clipboard, the town hall to see information. So we're capped on citizens right now. We have 4 out of 4. We have a builder, a courier, a forester, and 1 unemployed. So until we put down more houses, we can't have more colonists. And also, we need the university to increase our colony size as well. So those are some really big things that we need to get done that require more resources. But yes, we could rush to get those things put down right away. But I think I want to get the infrastructure down first. That way, we have things in place, working, going, so that when we get more colonists, we can support them. Because we have 1 person who's unemployed. And I think the very next thing that we want is we're going to want a farmer and have him start farming and gathering raw food. That way, when we put down houses, the next person would immediately be a restaurant owner or the baker. That way, we have food for everybody. And then we can make like a nice little housing district, little residential area. I do want to slowly work our way out this way as well because I think it would be super cool to have stuff inside this mountain, but this is currently the barrier or border of our colony. So what we can do is if we upgrade the town hall, it pushes out the barrier, and then if we put buildings down, it also pushes out the barrier. Because if we come over and we look at where we put our logger, we can already see on the mini map that it did in fact push out that barrier. So that is super handy, which means this colony is probably going to be able to get pretty big. And I think because, so it was the button, I can't remember what the button was to look at the, whoa, not that. But it looks an awful lot like we put this in between 2 chunks, maybe even 3 chunks. So what ended up happening was it expanded it in all directions. Look at this guy. You gonna pick this stuff up, champ? No? Okay, I'll take care of that for you, I guess. There you go.
I'm going to do
still
my
working?
best to work for you.
Here, have some more saplings. He's got an acorn. He's got a light snack. That's nice.
Work.
The real question is gonna be if this dark oak guy works, because you got to put down 4 of them, then they all 4 got to grow. So it'll be interesting to see if he's able to get the whole tree cut down and then plant all 4 saplings. If not, we might just have him get regular oak, just so we have wood to fuel our furnaces with charcoal and stuff. But that's a job for another day. Next time we are going to work on a little bit of agriculture, which is going to be the farm. Now the farm will need fields, which I believe is in the regular old Minecolonies under decorations, miscellaneous, or is that under infrastructure? Fields. It's under infrastructure. So we got basic field. Let's move this out this way so we can see what it looks like. Boop. Got a basic field. Fancy field. Large field. Yeah, we're probably gonna go with large fields. And we'll put the farm down first, just to see how many fields one farmer at level 1 can support, and then we'll go from there. But that'll be the play, because then we can have him start growing things like wheat and potatoes and things like that for all our colonists. And then we would have that, and then fundamentals, and then we would need a restaurant. We will need a hospital for when they get sick, and then a mine. And then from there, we can really start branching out. But let's take a map of these here. Sleeping bags are great. Always keep a sleeping bag with you. Look at everybody's tucked in here. Because we got people who want to come in. We got who's here? Winter Z Allington for 5 enchanted books. Pretty solid stats here. And we got Harley F. Jones who wants honeycomb. Super athletic. Very creative. So the colonists who come into our town are going to be miles better than the colonists we started with. Just right off the bat. They are going to require convincing, so they want items to be able to stay, but they are going to be a higher quality. In the higher quality, or the higher up you level your tavern, the better colonists you're going to get visiting as well. So, and remember, now that we have that, once we start putting houses down, we're going to recruit newer people. So, for all you guys watching out there, if you want to be one of the colonists, leave a like and a comment down below that you've subscribed if you found us on this series, and I will add your name to the colonist database. So one of these days, you might see your name in the colony, and I will make it a point to try to prioritize those individuals to get added. Now, I mean, obviously, if we don't have the materials, we don't have the materials, but I will prioritize getting you guys in the colony first. If you just leave a comment down below that you've subscribed, and welcome you in. But that being said, that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, you guys. I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, hit that like button and leave me a comment down below. And again, don't forget to subscribe if you're new here. And as always, I am Voxel Twig, and I will catch you all next time.